My third marriage. The first love. Endless longing. The world applauded my third marriage, celebrating jewels, ceremony, and titles. But inside, my heart ached for a love that never left my soul. The first love I ever knew, pure, unspoken, untouched by time, lingered in my blood, haunted every glance, and filled every silence. I walked down the aisle, smiled at the crowd, laughed at the expectations, but inside I whispered a name the world would never know. I married again, but the vows felt hollow, because the heart they bound was already claimed by someone who waited in shadows, whose laughter I remembered, whose tears I could still feel, across deserts, time, and silence. Every ring on my finger reminded me of the one I could not hold. Every toast whispered what I lost. Every smile I gave was borrowed from patience, because my soul belonged to another, even as my hands were given to someone else. The nights were the hardest, when the palace slept but memory did not. I lay awake, thinking of eyes that were mine in a world that never allowed us to be together. Each heartbeat repeated the truth that even crowns, candles, and celebrations could not erase. My first love remained my only love, and longing for her would never end. My third marriage was for the world, my first love was for eternity, and every moment in between was filled with silent, endless, unforgiving longing, even surrounded by grandeur, laughter, and applause. My first love haunted every corner of my life. Every candlelight reminded me of her smile. Every note of music echoed the rhythm of her heartbeat. While people toasted my new life, my soul whispered the name of the one I could never forget. Guests saw a prince celebrating, they saw jewels and tradition, but they did not see the shadow of her memory in my eyes. They did not hear the silent prayers I carried for her, the wishes I sent into the desert wind, hoping she was safe, hoping she remembered the love we never fully claimed. I walked past the tables, smiled, bowed, performed the rituals, all while my heart wandered to a world where she was there beside me, and no ceremony could replace her warmth. Every laugh I shared felt borrowed. Every hand I shook felt foreign, because my first love lived in my veins, and no crown, crowd, or ring could ever change that. Through the night, I watched her absence like a ghost at the feast, and every cheer reminded me of the distance between what I wanted and what I could have. Even now, years of expectation and duty could not heal the longing, the ache, the endless desire to turn back time and choose her instead of all else. My third marriage was a world, but my first love was my universe, and in every celebration I felt her, still, unseen, untouched, and forever mine in spirit. Every vow I whispered tonight felt hollow because my heart had already spoken 1,000 promises to someone else, while the world applauded, cheered, and celebrated. My soul was kneeling in silence before the memory of her. Every ring placed upon my finger, every word I repeated, every hand I held, none belonged to the love I could not forget. My lips smiled, but my heart wept silently for the one I had loved first, for the one I could never truly claim. Drums echoed through the halls, but my heartbeat pulsed with the rhythm of her absence. I made promises tonight that the world could see, but the vows my soul had already given her remained unspoken, sacred, and eternal. I carried her in every glance, her name on every sigh, her memory stitched into the fabric of my being. Even as I danced, and bowed and fulfilled expectations, the ghost of our love followed me like a shadow I could never escape. Every toast felt bitter, and every smile felt borrowed, because my heart was somewhere far away, with the one it had loved first, with the one who never returned to claim what was always hers. A marriage celebrated by many, could not heal the longing, could not quiet the ache, could not fill the emptiness left by her absence. I whispered to the night, the stars, my soul, I married a life, but I loved only you. And no celebration, however grand, will ever change that. The night was quiet around me, but inside my chest, storms raged. I laughed when expected, lied when needed, celebrated when required. But my heart was heavy with tears no one could see. No one saw the way my fingers trembled when I thought of her, or how my eyes grew wet behind the mask of royalty. Every smile I gave felt stolen, every word spoken borrowed from duty, for my soul was mourning a love the world would never. I understand. I remembered the first time she smiled at me, the first time her hand brushed mine, the first time her laughter filled my ears, like music meant only for me. I had married for appearances, I had promised for honor, but my heart remained faithful to a memory, a love that never returned. I lay awake when the palace slept, letting the tears fall silently into the night, fearing even the moon might judge my weakness. Every drop was a confession to the love I could not hold, every shiver a reminder that duty could not replace desire. Even surrounded by gold, luxury, applause, and expectations, I was lonely, haunted by her absence, and bound to a life that did not include the only person my soul ever wanted. My third marriage was celebrated by the world. My first love remained a secret in my veins, an endless longing no crown, no ceremony, no vows could ever erase. I whispered into the darkness, hoping she somehow heard. I loved you first. I love you still. I will never forget you. Even as the palace celebrated my third marriage, even as the world cheered for duty and crowns, my heart belonged to her. Years could not erase her. Memory, deserts, could not bury her laughter. Nights could not silence the longing I carried like a wound. My hands held another, but my soul reached across time for her. Every smile I gave felt false because my first love never left me. Every jewel, every feast, every toast reminded me that I had chosen a life without her, when all I ever wanted was her. I imagined her standing before me, eyes wide, heart brave, yet untouched by the world's ceremonies. I imagined telling her the truth, falling to my knees if I had to, whispering the only vow that mattered. Asterisk, if you returned, I would choose you over everything. I would forsake crowns, celebrations, titles, everything the world gives me, just to hold you again. Asterisk, the wind would carry my words to her, even if she were far away, even if fate refused us a meeting, because love cannot be denied by distance or expectation. I pictured her tears, not of pain, not of sorrow, but of recognition, of knowing that every moment I endured, every duty I fulfilled, was meaningless without her. She was the reason my heart still beat, the reason my chest still ached, the reason I lived while celebrating another. She was the first love, unbroken by time, unmoved by weddings, and endless in longing. And in the silence of the night, I whispered into the stars, hoping the universe might bend for us. Come back to me. I will choose you over everything. I will choose you over life itself. The world moved around me in celebration, lights shimmering, guests laughing, voices echoing, but my eyes were fixed on her, as if the universe slowed to allow a single heartbeat to exist just for us. I saw her from across the room, not knowing she was the only reason my heart survived 2 weddings. The only reason I carried endless longing. She didn't.